Have you ever noticed how the hardest promises to keep are the ones we make to ourselves? We swear, tomorrow I'll wake up early. Tomorrow I'll start working on my dreams. Tomorrow I'll change. But tomorrow comes, and we choose comfort instead. Not because we're weak, but because comfort feels safe. What if I told you that 1 hour, before most people even open their eyes, decides whether your life moves forward or stays exactly the same? This is not a story about talent, or luck, or privilege. This is the story of a man who stopped negotiating with himself before 6 a.m., and once he did, his entire life changed. In a noisy city that never slowed down, lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was 29 years old, but he already felt old inside. Every day followed the same script. Wake up late, rush out the door, work until exhaustion, come home tired, scroll, sleep, repeat. He worked as a delivery rider, 12 hours a day, sometimes more. The heat burned his skin, the rain soaked his clothes, his hands were rough from gripping the handlebars. And yet, his bank account never seemed to grow. He lived in a cramped room with thin walls and constant noise, a place where dreams came to die quietly. At night, lying on his mattress, Daniel would stare at the ceiling and ask the same question. Is this really all my life will be? Daniel wasn't lazy. He wasn't stupid. He wasn't irresponsible. He was tired. Tired of trying. Tired of hoping. Tired of watching others move ahead. Every scroll on social media felt like a reminder. People his age were buying houses, traveling, building businesses, living. Meanwhile, he was surviving. And the worst part, he couldn't even explain why he was stuck. So he blamed himself. Maybe I'm just not meant for more. That thought hurt more than poverty ever could. One weekend, Daniel visited his parents. His father sat quietly outside their house, hands resting on tired knees. Years of labor had bent his back and slowed his walk. As Daniel was leaving, his father said something softly. Son, life doesn't wait. I kept saying I'd start later. Now later is gone. Those words followed Daniel home. That night he didn't scroll. He didn't sleep. He lay awake thinking, if I keep living like this, I will become the man I fear most. At 5:45 a.m., Daniel sat up in bed. No alarm, no noise, just silence. Outside, the city was still asleep. No pressure, no expectations. And in that quiet moment, he realized something painful. He had been giving his best energy to everyone else and leaving nothing for himself. So he made a rule. Not a goal, not a wish. A rule. No excuses before 6 a.m. Before the world could distract him, before comfort could speak, he would do something that built his future, even if it hurt, especially if it hurt. Day one was brutal. His alarm rang at 4:50 a.m. His body begged him to stop. His mind whispered lies. Just today, you deserve rest. But he stood up. From 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., he followed a simple structure. Learn, move, plan. No inspiration, just action. The first week felt pointless. He was tired all day, irritable, doubting everything. But he didn't quit, because quitting would mean accepting the life he hated. Around day 21, something strange happened. He woke up before his alarm. His mornings stopped feeling heavy. They felt quiet, powerful, intentional. He started learning real skills, not motivational videos, actual skills, skills that created value. His body changed, his posture changed, his confidence changed. People noticed, but more importantly, he noticed himself. Months later, Daniel earned his first money from a skill he learned before 6 a.m. It wasn't much, but it meant everything, because for the first time in his life, his future depended on discipline, not luck. That was the moment he knew. This is working. 1 year later, Daniel no longer rushed mornings. He owned them. He had options, savings, direction, but he still woke up early. Not because he had to, but because that hour made him who he became. Listen carefully. Your life doesn't change when things get easier. It changes when you stop negotiating with the version of you that wants comfort over growth. You don't need motivation. You need one rule. No excuses before 6 a.m. Tonight, set your alarm earlier, just 30 minutes. When it rings, stand up. If you're serious, like this video. Comment, "No excuses before 6 a.m." and subscribe, because your future deserves discipline. Will you answer the alarm? Your next life begins in the morning.